What up, fellas? What up, fellas? How's everybody doing this weekend, man? How's everybody doing this weekend, bro? You guys doing good, man? Hope you guys out there still retaining your seed, bro. It's important during these times, fellas. Okay, it's gonna help you stay on track, man. Hope you guys are doing your thing, man. We're about to get started here in 1 second.
Now listening to Beantown Beats. Beantown Beats.
Yo, what up, fellas? What up, fellas? How's everybody doing this weekend? I'm doing amazing, man. I'm feeling so good up in here today, bro, that I had to come back in here tonight, man, and share with all the fellas. It's your man in the building, feeling like all these stacks of a million, TheShavedLionKing, bro. And I'm here tonight, man, just to talk with you guys about a few things, man. You know how we do when we do. We're going to talk about stop watching TV, bro. We're going to talk about understanding social media, bro. And we're going to talk about fasting is the truth. And I also want to throw in a couple things here and there about women traps. But first thing I want to talk about, man, is I want to talk about, bro, I want you to understand, man, we got to stop watching TV. Man, I made a stream about this some years ago. Okay, and I went pretty deep, bro, all right, about why you should stop watching TV, okay? And I've stuck with that saying since the last 5 years. I haven't changed my stance on it one bit. Only thing is, man, TV's getting progressively worse. The messages are getting more radical, bro. They're pushing more agendas on the youth, bro. And it's sad, man, to sit here and say that things that we are shown on TV every single day dictate the way people are in society. Okay. And I see this every single day, man. Sometimes it be making me so sick to my stomach, bro, to see everybody out here, man. I see people copying rappers, bro. I see little young women out here, bro, copying all of these, you know, these 304s on these television shows, bro. I mean, I see it all, bro. So to sit here and say that TV is innocent, bro, would be a huge lie. Okay, we need to recognize what it is. Okay, we need to recognize what it is. Everything is doom and gloom. Everything has an agenda behind it. I mean, everything. Okay. And you guys know I come on here all the time and I don't talk about sports. I don't be talking about these celebrities. Okay. I keep it real what's going on with what people like me and you. Okay. But sometimes, man, sometimes we have to talk about some of these subjects because it's really relevant. Okay. And it's just blaring, okay, the information that needs to be shown to the people who don't have the eyes to see yet. Okay. So it's important that you guys got to go out here, man, and understand you got to protect your eyes. You got to protect your mind. Okay. Whatever it is that you see, bro, is going to affect your mind. Okay. I want you to understand that just like everything you hear is going to affect your mind. We can sit here and walk around today in society, bro, and listen to what all the modern day rap music has done to a generation of people. Okay. It is causing a lot of people out here, bro, to lose themselves. Okay. People are falling off. Let me tell you how you know people are affected by the modern agendas of this music that is being pushed on the TV these days. You see all these young dudes walking around with their pants sagging. You hear them walking around with the slang. You hear them walking around, bro, like they have no sort of education, okay? No sort of own identity. Everything that they have picked up, everything that they are displaying you is something that they have watched and picked up off of the TV, okay? And this is a fact, bro. One of the worst things that I hate seeing, man, I hate seeing these young brothers walking around here, bro, with the saggy pants, bro. Okay, they walking around with the saggy pants, bro. They walking around with all the the weak, cheap, fake jewelry around their neck, bro. They walking around with the attitude, bro. The music has greatly affected, okay, the people in our society, mainly the young men, okay, and they're being shown this lifestyle, bro, and these people are out here just like I told you, everybody does. People copycat. There's no originality anymore, bro. Everybody follows the trends, man. But the simple fact that these young men are out here they're doing that, man. Okay. And they're filling these jail cells, bro. Okay. They losing their lives at a young age, bro. Okay. They are hindering themselves with tattoos, affiliations, okay, bad choices, bad decisions, bro. Okay, trying to live a lifestyle that was never ever meant to be lived. It's all fabricated. It's the lifestyle of the rich and crazy, bro. Okay. Their rules don't apply to us. Okay. They live a whole nother lifestyle that you could never understand. And this is how we know that social media, bro, is pushing all of this stuff out here and it's affecting us, man. This is why I want you to stop watching TV. I told you guys what was coming, man. All right. And the funny thing is, you can't even run to the cartoons, bro. All right. Let's think about it, G. You can't even run to even the cartoons, bro, have been affected by all of this propaganda, all of this mass pushing of some sort of agenda amongst the people, man. And you guys got to understand, man, it's everywhere. So I'm going to show you something real quick. All right. It's not going to be nothing super serious. All I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a screenshot. All right. I'm going to show you a screenshot here of television shows that are just came out in 2025. And I'm going to prove to you, because I know I got some naysayers out there that be like, oh, I watch TV all the time. It doesn't affect me. You know, you got somebody out there right now that's just going to try to go against the grain and act like what I'm saying ain't true. Okay. It's 100% true, bro. Okay. This is what's going on out here. And you guys got to understand, you have to protect your mind, bro. Okay. Because I told you, whatever these two eyes take in, bro, it takes it into your brain, bro. And sometimes you can manifest, bro, the things that you are taking into your temple. This is why I'm telling you guys, you should be focused on yourself. Okay. You should be worried about how is your life going, bro, and not the way that other people are living. So I'm going to show you guys this really quick. Give me 1 second here and let me show you this screen share, and I'm going to show you proof here, bro, okay, of these television shows here on YouTube. Okay, check this out. So as you guys can see, all right, we already have some examples here. Everything you see is about the pew-pews. Okay, I can't even use the word G-U-N. Okay, you guys know what this is right here. I can't even use the word G-U-N or they'll block the video. But as you can see, everything is about the pew pews. Okay. We have the demonic skull, bro. Everything's about shooting. Everything's about capping. Everything's about hurt. Everything's about torture, pain, everything that I've typed in and I've looked here and I've gone down this list of all the new TV shows. All I see is distraught. All I see is people's faces that are living in some kind of lower frequency. Let's just take a look here, man. I don't have to make this up. Do any of these people look happy on any of these new television shows that they are pushing out to the public? I told you guys, everything is about a low vibrational frequency. This is what they're pushing. These are the things that they are taking in. They are showing us, they are getting us to manifest, okay, a world that they want to live in. All right. This is why people are out here on the diets. This is why people are out here lost. This is why people are all out here, bro, spilling their energy, bro, all in their low vibrational frequency, just to uplifting all of this garbage. All right. As you guys can see, bro, everything is doom and gloom. This is what they push on the public. Everything is end time scenario. Everything is cheating. Everything's about money. You guys got to understand here, man. Okay. You guys really got to understand on what it is that they're showing us today in society. Okay. They are pushing this down our throats, bro. Okay. They are pushing to the women out there. They are pushing all this low vibrational, okay, modern housewives, okay, rhetoric all over the TV, bro. Okay. Copying these women's lifestyle, getting these women to, jump in and out of relationships, divorce men, okay, hurt men, play men, okay. Everything that you see, bro, is from a low vibrational frequency on TV. Okay. There is nothing positive. I can hardly even find any music today that has truly positive lyrics. I guarantee you, if you truly listen to the lyrics, okay, and I mean this too, if you truly listen to the lyrics, do not let the beat, okay, take you out of your mind so that you're not hearing what it is that you're repeating. You got to understand, when we are out here using our most powerful tool, our throat chakra, okay, we're taking all this information in through our eyes. It's being processed by our brain, okay, and now we are regurgitating this out of our most powerful tool, our throat chakra. Okay. This is why our lives turn out the way they do. This is why our relationships turn out the way they do. You guys don't understand the power of frequency. You don't understand the power of vibration. Okay. It is a reason why they are pushing these things, because they are getting us to manifest these ways. I want you guys to understand something too. I was just watching. So I don't watch TV. Okay. I couldn't tell you who won the last NFL. I can't tell you who won the last NBA. I can't tell you who won the last baseball. Only thing that I can really tell you, and I do it for educational purposes only, is what's coming on in these movie theaters out here. Okay. That's the only thing that I'm trying to find messages. Everything else, bro, I'm going to have to catch it off of social media if it's anything worth seeing. But I know most of the stuff that they show us on the modern day, bro, is all garbage. It's all ritualistic stuff that they show us on the TV. And what I saw today, bro, glorifies that to the fullest. So what am I talking about? I'm sitting here talking about all this stuff that gets pushed on social media. What were they pushing on social media today? Well, they were talking about Deion Sanders' son. Okay. They were talking about how Deion Sanders' son, okay, did not get drafted, okay, until like the 5th or 6th round or something like that. Okay. And if you look at the number, I believe he got drafted, 144th. Okay. Which is very symbolic. Okay. In many ways. I don't want to get into that part of it, but what I want you guys to understand is they show us the same thing over and over on TV every single day. Okay. And all you have to do is take a step back and understand and use this basic tool that I'm about to give you. Then you will be able to decipher from yourself on every single thing that it is that you're seeing on these TVs. Okay. So what you're seeing here with this Deion Sanders' son is you're seeing a ritual take place right in front of you. I want you guys to understand this young man here, okay, has had money ever since he was in college. Okay. This man has been making millions of dollars ever since he was in college. Okay. Him getting drafted into the NFL did not change his life a whole extra bit. This man comes from money. Okay. And he was one of the first college athletes, like I said, that to take advantage of getting paid in college, okay, and making money off of college. So he's had millions of dollars. Now, what you got to understand is every time you become someone famous in the public eye, there's these things that are called rituals that must take place, okay? And this is not something I'm making up. This ain't no educated guess, okay? This is me watching, okay, what I used to watch, what I used to call the TV all the time for the last 20, 30 years of my life, okay? But seeing it from an awake eye on what they're showing us and the patterns that they're showing us. And what happened today, okay, signified to me that this is exactly what was taking place. You got to understand here, I just told you this man here was a millionaire even before he got into the NFL. Okay, millions of dollars, bro. Okay, matter of fact, he ended up taking a pay cut. If you really want to know the truth, he ended up taking a pay cut. Okay, going and getting drafted in the NFL in the 5th round. He's making less money, okay, this year than he did in his past years in college. Okay, this is a fact. So what you got to understand is you've never seen anything else really happen to this young man. Okay. And when that happens, what usually takes place is these things called rituals. If you look around any person that is famous, if you take the time, get on the internet and you look at anybody that is famous, they've all had something happen to them, which we would technically describe as humiliating. Okay, it's called a humiliation ritual. I'm not going to go deep into it because I don't got the time. I've already done it. If you're willing to put in the time and you really want to know the truth, okay, about what's going on TV, okay, you'll take the time to do your research on humiliation rituals, okay, because this is exactly what happened with Mr. Sanders. Okay, let me play a brief little clip here. It's only some seconds, but I want you to hear the key words in this video that signifies to you that this is a ritual. So listen really quickly here.
Picked off over and over again. And if you really want to go watch one, go watch the BYU, the entire game. But that's not the only thing. Daddy of Sanders went and decorated this boy's room with saying legendary all over the place and has media everywhere in that house. And I understand Daddy of Sanders went and decorated this boy's room with saying legendary all over the place and has media everywhere in that house. And I understand it's not the only thing. Daddy of Sanders went and decorated this boy's room with saying legendary all over the place and has media everywhere in that house. And I understand.
So what you're hearing there, plain and simple, bright as day. You didn't catch it because you're asleep behind the wheel like everybody else, thinking this is just some innocent NFL draft and there is no sort of rituals for any of these people that are involved. Okay. This is exactly what it was. Okay. They're showing you in so many ways the control, okay, that they have in the NFL. Okay. Sure. The man's talented. Sure. The man was probably one of the two top 3 best quarterbacks that came out in the NFL this year. Okay. But what they're showing you that this young man is paying his dues. When you are rich, before you get into the NFL, you best believe there's going to be some doors that you're going to end up having to walk through. Okay. And it's just the way it is. We all know this. We've talked about this plenty of different times on plenty of different streams. Okay. About what these celebrities, okay, have to do to maintain their status. Okay. And this was just one of the things that we've seen here today. This is just part of the brainwashing, okay, of TV that I want you guys to wake up to. There is nothing new under the sun. They're not showing you anything that's a coincidence. Everything that you see was planned out, but everything has a deeper meaning to it. Just like when you go to the movie theater, you must understand these are people that are sitting up here, bro, who are masters of their craft, that are showing you multiple different situations all within one situation. Okay. You can't just look at this with a narrow mind. You have to look at this and understand, bro, that every single person, okay, eventually some point in their career has to go through this exact same thing. Okay. And this is what we're seeing today. Okay. On the modern TV. This is what I want you guys to understand. They're preparing a lot of you people out there who are going to end up making and signing your name in that blood. It's just the way it is, ladies and gentlemen. I told you guys a few streams ago. Okay. There's only two sides in this world you have to choose from. Okay. It's either good or bad, right or wrong. Okay. That's the gifts. That's the number one tool that each and every single one of us human beings were born with. I don't care what you say. You can sit up here and lie through your teeth. Every single person that was born from his mother's womb know these two things before they know anything. They know right from wrong, even before they don't know right from wrong. Okay. And what you're going to have to do in this world, unfortunately, because now the world is getting even under more control, all right, from these secret power groups out here in society, you're going to have to make a choice. You're either going to have to sell your soul or you're going to have to opt out. There's only a couple choices that you have. Okay. When I tell you that this is happening everywhere, okay, and there's groups like this everywhere, and they're recruiting people, and they're getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Eventually, you're only going to have two clear-cut choices. Okay. It's either you're going to sell or you're not. Okay. And you already know, if you're one of those people who sell, your life's going to excel. You're going to have a great job. You're going to have a great career. You're going to have tons of friends. You're going to go on vacation all the time. You're going to do this. You're going to do that. But you're going to also have things that you're not going to want to do for the rest of your life, because at one point you're going to wake up to what it is that you done and understand that you done lived a very selfish life. And once you hit a maturity state in your life, you want to try to go back and fix your life. By that time, it's too late. This is why I encourage you guys to stay on the right side of the line. Okay, you understand, you're seeing this. This is our entertainment. This is our entertainment. Okay, it's for us to watch. It's for us to study. It's for us to calculate our next moves and not get caught up in the spider's web. Okay, this is why it's important for you to not take in all of this stuff that you are seeing on TV, especially if you're one of these people who are green, who have not gone on their journey, who has not awakened to them higher selves. You're going to be highly susceptible to these messages. And this is why so many people are affected. I see grown men. Okay, I'm going to keep it 1,000 with you. I see grown men out here that are claimed that they're woke, and they're walking around with their pants sagging, with their ass crack hanging out. Okay, I'm going to continue to get on guys until this goes away. Okay, that is one of the most low vibrational, ignorant things that you could ever possibly do, that you don't even understand where the original meaning comes from. And that's why you should be walking around in precaution to what it is that you're doing. Okay, that lifestyle was taught and forced upon people. Okay, and now what they've done, they've glorified this lifestyle. They've given it praise in our social media, and we have most of our young men walking around in here in our society acting like this. When I tell you that everything is on TV is harmful to our health, it is. Okay, they have done a very good job, okay, at taking both sides of the spectrum, bro, and making them lose themselves and lower their frequency. Okay, like I said, we have the goddesses out here who are just selling themselves. We have the goddesses out here, bro, who are the gatekeepers of the womb, and they're just letting any of these low vibrational men come in here and pass their seed on, okay, to the next generation, where that bloodline continues on to continue to cause havoc and a life that we truly don't want to leave. This is what's happening. And then on our side of our men, they got us out here all in our feminine side, bro. They got us all out here being coomers, releasing ourselves every day. They got us out here following these fugazi rappers, bro, who are setting a trap for you to act like them, to sell the drugs, to try to chase the girls, bro, to walk around with your pants sagging, to ultimately understand that you're going to end up in their system, which is the jailing system. All right. And everything that you've done on the outside of this system has prepared you for what's about to happen to your ass, literally, physically, spiritually, and mentally inside of them jail cell bars, bro. Okay. This is what they're doing to us. This is what they've done to our society. This is why TV is so toxic. This is why social media is so toxic. And I want you guys to really awaken yourselves to what is going on out here. Okay, like I said, this is what they've done to masculinity. This is what they've done to our youth. This is why there's so many single homes. Listen, people, we must wake up and we must understand. I'm not pointing at anybody and saying you're a bad person. What I'm telling you is you need to understand that every single thing that you do has a consequence. And when you're not aware to all of these different things that are going around in here, you're just going to get caught up in the consequence. And everything that you love, everything that you want to protect is now vulnerable to the outside world and is trapped because you're caught up in the selfishness. You're caught up in the me. You're caught up in the low vibrational frequency energy here on this planet that keeps people down in this low energy, who cannot think for them higher selves, who have no other regards for others and no love and no empathy, because this is what you've been shown through the programming, through the TV. No matter what you go, no matter where you go, no matter what you do, this is what you're going to be affected with here in society. And this is why I tell you guys, you have to listen, you guys. You guys have to stop watching TV, man. Okay. You have to say no to everything that they're showing you. Everything that they're showing you is negative. There's nothing positive anymore. Okay. Everything that they're showing you is inverted. That's messing with your mind. Okay. Everything that they are showing you on the TV, okay, has an alternate agenda. And I'm seeing it work flawlessly in our society. Okay. Like I said, I've seen it with our women and I've seen it with our men. Okay. And this is what I want to cause awareness to you guys about. Facts, Jim. Facts, brother. All right. So next thing that I want to talk about real quick, man, I want to talk about this fasting is the truth. Okay. I want you guys to understand how fasting is the truth. I'm going to talk a little bit about this. I'm going to talk a little bit about that. First off, I'm going to tell you guys a little story. I'm going to tell you guys a little story about meat. I've been trying to tell you guys, I've been trying to wake you guys up. Listen, man, listen to me. I'm not up here trying to be no enemy. I'm not up here have you try to throw your energy at me. It's just going to bounce off me anyway. But if I don't want you to waste your energy and throw it at me. Okay. I want you to keep the energy that I might stir up for you and use it, to elevate yourself, transmute the energy, bro. Use it for a higher purpose. Okay. I want you guys to understand I'm only here to tell you the truth. Okay. And nothing but the truth. Okay. So if anybody else is telling you something outside of what I'm telling you right now, most of these people are not honest. Okay. Most of these people, when I mean most of them are not, this is why I'm telling you, if someone is truly on this walk, someone is truly walking the life of Christ, the celibacy, the retention, bro. Okay. Truly walking this, and they're giving you a pure lifestyle. That means their messages are going to become pure. Okay, that means the things that they're going to say are going to carry a lot of weight because it's the truth. And most people don't like to hear the truth because most people don't like to hear that they're in their ego. Most people don't like to get checked. Okay, most people can't take positive criticism. Okay, most people can't do it because they're weak, because they're depleted on energy. When you're depleted on energy, you're sensitive to things that you hear. Okay, your force field ain't strong. The bull crap don't bounce off you when your balls are empty. Okay. So what I'm here telling you is the absolute truth. Okay. You guys have to stop eating meat, bro. Okay. You have to. If you're not one of these people who have your own livestock, okay, I'm telling you right now, if you're not one of these people who have your own livestock, bro, okay, you're feeding your livestock, you're letting them live out their lives, you're letting them basically pass away naturally without causing so much hormones within the death of the animal. Okay. And then therefore you are consuming the animal. You're causing yourself a tremendous amount of harm. Okay. I just want you to understand that first and foremost. Okay. Please understand what I'm telling you. And most of you people out here are eating at these fast food restaurants, which we're finding out now that the meat is not even real. Okay, we're finding out that it's got all sorts of things in it. You're finding out it's all got all sorts of crawdads, roaches, okay, horse meat. Like I'm finding out, human DNA saying in some of the food. There's so many different things now that are in the meat, bro, it is extremely dangerous for you to be eating it. Okay. On top of the factory farming, on top of all the vaccinations that these animals get, okay, on top of all the sicknesses going around here, man. Okay. You guys got to understand, you're putting yourself in an extreme risk just to eat something that at the end of the day, that's not even healthy for you. Okay. And here's where I'm going to hurt some feelings. Most of you guys won't eat the meat because you're caught up in your ego. Okay. Like I said, I'll say it to your face. I don't care who you are. It doesn't mean I hate you. It doesn't mean I'm trying to start beef with you. I'm just keeping it a buck with you. Okay. It's all ego. You don't want to give it up because you're getting some kind of benefit off it that's doing nothing but fulfilling your ego. And most of it's just trying to maintain some size, trying to maintain some muscle. Okay. That dwells from something much deeper, okay, than your ego. Okay. You guys have to understand, man, we're not supposed to be doing these things. Okay. And we're definitely not supposed to be doing these things to the degree that we're doing them. Okay. When I tell you the worst thing that you could do for your body, bro, is eat the meat, especially when you're trying to be a person out here walking in their highest frequency. You're trying to be a person out here trying to open up all those doors that are hidden from you in a society where most of you are chosen ones who watch this video, and you've been held down and suppressed, bro. And it's already so hard for you to attract and get things in this world, bro, naturally, bro. One of the biggest things that is hurting y'all is eating that meat. Okay. It lowers your frequency. And you can sit up here and think that my words are not carrying weight. I hope they hit you upside your head like a 2x4, bro. They are lowering your frequency. In a time like this, bro, you need every amount of pointage that you can get accumulate into your overall points in your life, bro, to understand, man, that you have to stop eating the meats. Okay. The meats are bad for you, you guys. Okay. I am telling you, they are bad for you. All right. And it's very important to understand that all these things I'm telling you about the synthetics and all this stuff, if you just go take 10 minutes off of social media and just start doing your research on why eating meat in 2025 is dangerous, okay, you'll see what I'm saying. Okay. The problem is, like I said, most of the stuff they were getting is not what they would technically describe, which I can't agree with, but I'm going to use it just for conversational purposes. Okay. Was humanely done. Okay. Meaning an animal lived a nice, long, happy life, and he was at the end of his roads and he died of almost like a natural death, where you're not getting that, you're not transmitting that death frequency. You're not transmitting that torment, those hormones in the meat, bro, that are now being digested by your body, bro, and used for your energy. Okay. And giving your auric field that magnetic attraction that it needs. You don't understand. This is lowering your frequency. Okay. I want to tell you guys something that happened to me today. So I've been telling you guys, meat's been on my mind. I told you I haven't eaten meats in almost like a year and a half. Okay. And meats have been on my mind because it's one of those things. It's just like anything else in this world. It's a temptation. I'm not telling you that your life is ruined because you're doing it. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is every time you do that, it's a choice. You got to understand, you're making a conscious choice to do something that you know that is not good. Okay. You know it's not for the good. Okay. And it's someone who's supposed to be high vibrational, high frequency, a chosen one. Okay. That's showing you that you still have some stuff to work on. Okay. And I'm just keeping it a buck with you. It's just showing you that you have some stuff to still work on. Okay. And we all do. But what I don't want you to get caught up on, I don't want you to get caught up on something like this, because like I said, it does have an overall effect on your frequency. I'm not telling you can't be spiritual. I'm not telling you can't have some high vibration here and there. I'm not telling you any of that. What I'm telling you is I know what our ultimate goals are as people, especially when we're on this walk. We're trying to become our best versions. And anytime that we're trying to become our best versions, we must point out things, bro, that are not good for us. We must point out things that are going to be a blockage in the road, bro, that are going to hold us back from ultimately reaching to where it is that we're trying to get. And meat is one of them. Okay. they're putting so much stuff in these meats. So here's my thing that happened to me. I told you I've been thinking about meats. I told you guys about a couple weeks ago that I almost relapsed to some meat, right? Well, today I had a little tiny piece of meat today. I'm going to tell you guys this story, and I want you guys to listen up. So listen, I've been clean, year and a half, haven't ate no meat, but something's been calling me, bro. Okay. I almost think it's just the temptations of the world trying to pull me back, because something's been calling me. Something's been just wanting me to eat. Let me tell you how I know it's been calling me. So the other day I hung out with this guy, and I found out this guy, he was one of the managers that works at this place called Dave's Hot Chicken that we have out here in Spokane. There's this place called Dave's Hot Chicken, right? It just opened up. It's supposed to be this really good chicken place, bro. And he gave me like 3 or 4 free, chicken slider get free cards. So I got 3 of these free. I can get a free chicken slider. And today I was down in that area, and I said, you know what? I'm just going to pop in here, man. There's a line out the door, bro. There's so many people here, man. I'm just going to pop in here, bro. And I'm just going to have the balls, and I'm going to go in there. I'm going to try me a chicken slider today. I swear to God, this is what I said, bro. So I pulled up, bro. I parked my car. I get out. I go walk up in the Dave's Chicken, bro. And the first thing that I know when I open the door, bro, I see everybody in that mug has a gut. Now listen to me carefully. Okay, listen to me carefully, because it is no coincidence on what it is that we're doing is these decisions that we're making that are hurting us every single day. So you're trying to tell me it's a coincidence the first as soon as I walk in this place, bro, everybody in this mug got a gut. I'm telling you, there had to be a good 70 people there. There were so many people there. There was line out the door, bro. Okay. And every single person that I seen besides the little ones, even the little ones were out of shape and overweight, but all the people that I seen standing up in there had a gut, bro. So I was already thinking in line. I was like, okay, obviously this is not going to be the healthiest place to eat, bro, but I'm going to wait. I'm going to get my food. I'm going to judge it, and I'm going to take a bite of it. If it's good, if it's good, if it's not, it's not. I'm going to give this a try today, because I'm in this energy today. This is how I was feeling today. I'm in this energy. I need to know, because if all of a sudden meat is calling me back, I need to know why meat was so damn good that I left it. So today is going to be the day to prove it to me, since this is the best damn chicken place in Spokane. This is going to prove to me that I need to go back to meat. So I'm waiting in line. I'm patiently waiting in line. I finally get up to the front of the line, bro. I said, yeah, I got this coupon for this free chicken slider. I said, let me get a small fry with that, and then let me get one of them creamsicle slushies. They had a creamsicle slushie. I said, let me get one of those creamsicle slushies. So get my food. I'm waiting, man. It took about 15 minutes to get the food. I get my food. I decided that I was not going to eat it inside there, because I didn't want all these people looking at me if I decided to pick at my food. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go get in my car. So I went and got in my car. I opened up. The first thing I did is I started eating the fries. Open the fries up. Now, let me tell you guys something. This is how you know all the food that they give you is poisonous, bro. Okay? You got to think about it, man. This is how you know, bro. Everything that they're giving us is poison, and this is why we shouldn't be eating it, bro. Okay. So I open up the fries, bro. I'm looking at the fries, bro. There is nothing but damn salt. When I tell you, like 4 or 5 different salts all over these fries. Now, let me explain something to you guys. See, you guys don't understand what this stuff does to your body. Okay. And most of you don't understand how sodium is like a major killer of your body. It's a major killer of your looks. It's a major killer of your organs, bro, mainly your kidneys, bro. This is why so many of you guys are walking around with all that water retention. Your face is all fat. You got cankles. You got all this extra body weight. You're taking in all of this, bleached, basically salt, the salt that has absolutely no nutritional value, that is now filling your body, bro, and your body does not know what to do. Is you're overrunning your body with toxins, bro, just off the fries alone. Okay. And if you were to do this is what I want you to do. I want you to do your research on French fries tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not letting this one slide. Okay. French fries are like the top 3. I swear to God, take my word as gold, because I'm telling you the truth. French fries are the top 3 worst foods that you can eat for the human body. Okay, mainly because of what they're cooked in. All of the oils that they use to cook the fries in, bro, are super bad for your body. And then they all of a sudden throw, like I told you, all of this bleached salt onto your fries. Now you're eating something that's carcinogenic, okay, that's going into your body, all right, that your body has no idea to do with this, void of all nutrition. It's just straight garbage. That's why it gets pushed straight to your gut, straight to your intestines. You end up getting bloated because it's got a lot of, like I told you, a lot of oils, a lot of stuff in it, bro, that causes inflammation. So you're going to have a big, huge swollen gut after you eat it, bro. Okay. And it's also going to attack your kidneys. All right. And over time, what this does is, like I told you guys, it ages you really, really bad. It gives you water retention, bro. And your kidneys start to get backed up. And this is where all your health issues start. So why is it that every single fast food restaurant, okay, think about it, every single place that you go to, they give you French fries? We're supposed to be in a place that is so abundant with so much money. We're supposed to be living in a paradise out here. We're supposed to have all the best food possible, but yet and still, every single thing that they feed us out here was going to put us in the hospital in 50 to 60 years and possibly take our lives. And you guys still haven't woken up to the fact on why you should be fasting, why you shouldn't be eating meats, why you shouldn't be eating the fast food. You're just continuing to give your money to these places, bro, who have not changed since the beginning. The food is still poisonous. This food is still garbage, bro. Okay. And this is what I saw off of my first 2 bites of supposedly supposed to be this best food place in Spokane, bro. I didn't even eat half the fries. If I'm lying, I'm flying. I had about 7 or 8 napkins, bro. And I had to use all the napkins, bro, just to brush off all the salt, bro, just so I could dunk my fries in some ketchup. I think I ate about, no kidding you, I probably ate about less than 50% of the fries. Okay. Less than 50% of the fries. Okay. And then I got salted out, and I'm like, okay, man, I can only imagine what those other people were eating, because they're not sitting up there like me getting every single bit. When I tell you my bag was full of salt, bro, just from about 50% of the fries, just from 50% of the fries and me scooping off all the salt into the bag, bro. My bag was half full, bro, with salt, bro. I'm talking about red salts, pink salts, whatever other salts. They had so many different salts on these fries, bro. And it just made me think about the time when I was ignorant. And then I started having kidney problems, like I told you, like 10 years ago. And I started figuring this stuff out 10 years ago, what was destroying my body, what was giving me the problems, all of this stuff. This is the same temptations that happens when you go long streaks in your life, when you show long streaks of discipline. These things try to come back into your life and try to sneak back into your life. But what ends up happening is you end up cleaning your body out so well, your taste buds are on point so well, bro, that your body now cannot be tricked by garbage that you're putting in your body, right? So push the fries away, bro. I flip open the slider. Okay, I was already unimpressed by flipping open the slider. Here's another thing that I want to tell you that I noticed. The food that I was looking at, bro, did not look like chicken strips. Let me tell you something. I have been eating chicken strips since I was a youngster, just like many of you. Many of you understand what a damn chicken strip looks like. Okay. These foods today don't look like chicken strips, bro. Okay. They look like hands that are all scrunched up, bro. They look like hands that are all scrunched up, bro. They look like real life fingers, bro. Like it don't look like chicken, bro. Okay. I was automatically, bro, thrown off by just looking at what they were supposed to be trying to tell me was supposed to be some chicken tenders, bro. Okay. These things look like damn decrepit hands, bro. Okay. If I'm lying, I'm flying, bro. So I said, forget it. I said, I'm going to do this, bro. I'm going to take a bite of this. This is what I'm going to do. I said, I'm going to do it because I got to see, man, if I'm really bad, if I really want this chicken, bro, because, you know, all these food places around, everybody's going here every day. I'm obviously missing out on something, right? I'm the weird one, right? Since I don't eat the meat, right? I'm the weird one, right? Or all the rest of you the weird ones, or all the rest of you brainwashed, or all the rest of you got parasites in you. All the rest of you are going to end up in that 50 to 60-year-old range in the hospital by eating all this stuff that ain't even real no more, right? So I'm open up the sandwich, bro. And I said, you know what? Before I even bite this thing, I'm going to take my fingers and I'm kind of just going to open it up and just look inside of it and see what it looks like. Bro, I opened this chicken up, bro. I was automatically about to gag, bro. Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. I've been eating chicken for a very long time in my life. I've eaten some of the best fried chickens. I done lived in South Carolina. I done lived in Texas, bro. I done been everywhere, bro. I know what fried chicken smells like. And let me tell you something. Never in my life, bro, has fried chicken had a funky smell to it to me. Okay. So I opened up this chicken, bro. And the first thing that I did, I'm like, this don't even look like chicken. Bro, if you understood, if you could really take your mind to the time that you actually had real chicken, bro, and I dare you to go out to any of these places today and get any of their chicken strips, McDonald's, Wendy's, any of these places that they're, Wingstop, whatever these places that are serving chicken strips, I dare you to go there and get some chicken strips and crack them chicken strips open, and you tell the truth, bro, and tell me that looks like real meat to you. Okay. I started looking at this chicken, bro, and I'm like, bro, this don't look like chicken meat. If this is chicken meat, then it's got to be synthetic. So how could a place like this be sitting up here getting all these millions of dollars off of people proclaiming to be the best chicken place in Spokane, and they're not even selling real chicken? Someone please let me know what's going on here. Okay. So I open up the chicken, bro. And the first thing that I do is I always smell my food. So I cracked the chicken open, bro, like busted it in half, and I put it up to my nose. And let me tell you something. I smell funk coming from a chicken. If I'm lying, I'm flying. If I'm lying, Most High, take me out of here right now, bro. Okay. When I tell you I cracked open that chicken, bro, and I smelled funk, automatically let me know, bro, the number one, that this is probably some old chicken that's been sitting back there that hasn't been cleaned very well. Some old chicken that sat back there, wasn't sanitized very well, or just some old meat, bro. Okay. Because this is what it smelled like, bro. I've never, ever in my life smelled chicken, bro, after it was fried, bro. Smell like stank. Okay, because that's what it was. It smelled really bad, bro. So I was like, okay, I'm probably not gonna eat this now. Now I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, dude, I just went in there and wasted $11 because I paid for the fries, and I didn't even eat 50% of the fries, and I paid for this, creamsicle slushy thing, and now I got this chicken that I'm definitely probably not gonna eat. So I'm gonna tell you guys the truth. I'm not a capper. I tell you guys I'm honest every single time I do something. Okay, so I was like, okay, bro, this is probably not going to work out, man. So I'm probably just not going to be eating the majority portion of this chicken. I just can't do it, bro. It just grossed me out, bro. And if you really were paying attention to what you were eating and you went through all the senses like I do, you'd probably be coming up with the same conclusion as me. Okay, to not eat that motherfucker, right? So I was like, okay, man. Well, I'm hungry and I'm still want to try a little piece because someone's just telling me just to try a little piece. So what I did, and I swear this is what I did. I took the very corner of the chicken. I'm talking about where it's all like crispy, right? And there's hardly any meat, bro. And I put that on a little piece of the bun, bro. And I wrapped it up with the lettuce and the tomatoes that was on there. And I took me a little bite of that chicken. Okay. And let me tell you guys something, man. That did not taste good at all, bro. Okay. As a matter of fact, I was really, really grossed out. Okay. Now, here's the second time that I had an experience with chicken. I told you I had went out to a restaurant with people and they were eating burgers and stuff like that. And I got the same feeling from the burgers when they were eating the burgers because it didn't even look like real meat. Okay. So this is my whole reason, okay, to be telling you guys and giving you guys a warning out here on what's going on with the food. Okay. This is a serious, serious warning to you guys. You're not eating what you think you're eating. And if you're not, even if you are eating what you're eating, you're probably eating some pretty low grade quality of what it is that you're eating at these restaurants. Okay. I want you to understand one more thing before I move on. KFC got caught up, and you can do your own independent research on this as well. KFC Kentucky Fried Chicken. It's a reason why they can't call themselves Kentucky Fried Chicken. Now, here's one thing I want you to think about. Think about all the people who done ate Kentucky Fried Chicken in the last 20 years. I want you to think about that. How many of you in the last 20 years done devoured you some buckets and buckets of finger looking good Kentucky Fried Chicken? I want you to understand something. Kentucky Fried Chicken had to change their name from Kentucky Fried Chicken. They're not allowed to call their food Kentucky Fried Chicken anymore, because guess what, ladies and gentlemen? It was never real chicken. If you think I'm joking, go look it up. It was never real chicken. They had to change their name by law or get sued the brakes off of them, bro, because they were not selling real chicken. Let me tell you what they're selling. They're selling chicken, all right. Okay. But it was what you call hybrid chicken. It was what you call GMO chicken. It's what you call the retarded chicken. That's why all you fools out there that eat that KFC you got that Dunlap disease. You got that beer belly. You got them bloated guts. Okay. Because you don't ate the retarded chicken. You eat the chicken out there that they grow, bro. This is what KFC do. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Go do your research. KFC does not sell you real chicken. They sell you this hybrid version of a chicken that doesn't grow. The chicken doesn't grow any feathers. The chicken doesn't even have a beak on it. Okay, you think I'm joking? Go look it up. This is the chicken that KFC sells. Now, if I ask you, a multi-million, probably even $1 billion in some situations, bro, KFC franchise, bro, is serving you food out here that isn't even real, bro. What are the odds of all these other places out here serving you just that? And if you want to know my honest opinion, bro, that food that I ate, that little piece of chicken that I tried today, bro, from that Dave's Hot Chicken in Spokane, bro, was definitely one of them hybrid version chickens, bro, okay, that does not grow feathers, that does not have a beak. Okay, that does not even make it like 6 months. I believe they kill those chickens before 6 months. So you're eating this stuff that is pumped with all of these chemicals to make it grow fast. Okay, it's been hybridized. The genes have been messed with, bro. Okay, and this is what they are growing at these fast rates to give you guys the satisfaction that you need. Okay, without running out of things to eat in these restaurants. I'm going to play a video to you guys real quick. I want you to listen. Okay. This is very important. I want you to listen on how it's not possible to be eating all of this food that we're eating. Because you know why, ladies and gentlemen? You know why? There just isn't enough supply. So listen to this.
All right, after doing the math on cemeteries, you guys said you guys wanted me to do beef next, so buckle up and let's go for a ride, because I did the math on this one too. And there is a huge difference, like the guy in the other video was saying. That difference is the weight of 182 Iowa-class battleships. We consume more than we make. Let's get into it. In the United States right now, there's 86.7 million cows. Cows are slaughtered roughly at 24 months, 2 years of age, so we can only use half of those, but we also have to subtract bulls and dairy cows. So there's 2.9 million bulls and 9.3 million cows, which basically leaves us with 74,510,000, but we can only use half of that, so it's 37,255,000. The USDA says we slaughter 102,068 cows a day for 20.4 million pounds of beef. Now, McDonald's, who is everybody's favorite go-to, really consumes 1.6 million pounds a day. So if this was your junior high science project thing, you'd be like, so yeah, 10% of America's beef production is used by McDonald's. But there's a whole lot more to that, so let's keep diving in. If we look at for a year, the United States could gain 7,446,000,000 pounds of beef by processing all of our cows. We do import and export beef, but there's a trade, not deficit to us, but to everybody else, because we, at the end of the day, export 2.9 billion more than we bring in. So that brings us to a difference of roughly 4.5 billion pounds of beef. And although these numbers are insanely huge sounding, when you really break it down, it's not really as
strange as you would think, but it is. So let's dive in more. Because the average American consumes 59 pounds of beef per person over a year. That's every man, woman, and child to meet the average, which comes up to U.S. consumption of 30 billion pounds. Well, if we can only produce 7.4 billion and we send out 2.9 billion, but we consume 30 billion, that's a difference of 25,454 million. And that's where we get a total of 182 Iowa-class battleships. And to the 41% of you in the other video that said, yeah, of course the cemetery thing's true because they're putting it all in McDonald's, humans would only make up 197,142,000 pounds of meat from last year. So we actually couldn't even be all of McDonald's production. We could only be a third. So now when you look at those numbers, if the United States is consuming 30 billion pounds, just man, women, and children, what's going into your dog food? What's going into the rest of your beef? What's going into the rest of your meat labeled as beef? Let's not forget the controversy of Taco Bell, where they had 93% beef on the sign and everybody flipped out wondering what the other 7% is. Really sounds like we should have flipped out and asked what the 93 really is. So yeah, I mean, the guy wasn't, I mean, when you put pen to paper and do the numbers, he's right. It's completely not even remotely, there's no way to twist it. I mean, the numbers just aren't there. What we consume to what we produce is so different. You really got to ask now, what are we actually consuming?
You betcha I listen to the Shaved Lion King.
So I ask you guys, you're sitting up here, you've heard the information, you've heard some facts. You know we're in a time now, bro, where they're creating synthetic meats. We're in a time now, bro, where everything is not what it is. When we think we're eating pork, we're not eating pork. When we think we're eating beef, we're not eating beef. We're finding human DNA. We're finding rat DNA. We're finding crawfish. We're finding roaches, rats. I ask you guys, if everything out here is all gravy, then please explain to me, where's all this food coming from? Where's all this meat coming from? Where is all of these places able to get their supply from? What are we actually eating? And you guys wonder why I tell you guys, this is a time right now. We're in a time right now in society where you should not be playing with your food. I told you the only way, listen, people, okay? Man, I swear it's like people don't want to listen, man. This is going to dive into one of my next topics, bro, about understanding social media. It's like people don't understand, bro. They think just because somebody doesn't have 100,000, 1,000,000 subscribers, bro, that they're not the truth. They're not on here telling you the most important information that you're going to find over the internet, because these people don't understand how social media works. You guys don't understand how social media works, bro. They will, how many times we'll have to say it and you still won't believe it. It's controlled just like everything else. There is no way a regular person like me is going to be able to get to millions and millions of subscribers and views, bro, without walking through those doors, without selling my soul just like everybody else. Okay. It isn't because I'm not talented. I'm more talented than most of the people I've seen on YouTube. Okay. I don't care if you don't believe it. I'm telling you, I know I am. Okay. I have way more talent than these people that I see that have all these millions of views and millions of subscribers. But the one thing that they did that I will not do is they sold their soul. This is why these people can get up there and then literally talk about anything and get views. Okay. I'm not trying to do that. What I'm here trying to do is I'm here trying to tell you guys that this is really going on in our society. Okay. This is really what's going on out here. There's experiments being ran on us people. Okay. And the only way that you're going to be able to get sick, bro, is by putting things into your body. I don't know what you guys don't understand about that either. For some reason, you guys thought that you were just going to walk around and some virus is just going to come up your nose and get you sick. I'm sorry to tell you guys, that is like a chance of like winning the lottery, that you're going to get sick like that. Don't, you guys are rather believe these people who have done nothing but lie to you your whole life than to somebody who is telling you the absolute truth and who's giving you the absolute gems on how to protect your health, bro, by protecting what you put inside of your body, because that's the only thing that's going to be able to get you sick. And they know all of us out here are food junkies. They know all of us are out here eating the crap Donalds. They know all of us are out here eating the meats. And this is where they attack you. This is where they get you sick. This is how they pass all this stuff around to you. This is why you get it, because of the stuff that you're putting in your body, because you're so concerned about how you look. Okay, which I told you, which is of a low vibrational frequency. Okay, you shouldn't be concerned about anything about how you look. That's a part of your ego, bro. Okay, and you need to figure that out one day. Okay, you're supposed to be destroying the ego on this walk, man. You're supposed to be making this walk with Christ, bro. It's not about out here eating. Okay, 40 days, 40 nights with no food, fasting, bro. Okay, stomach empty, bro. A closer connection to the Most High when you're playing on those lines of fasting, when you have no food in your body. Okay, and then yet you're going to sit up here and try to convince me, okay, just because you have some, some slight insecurities, bro, that it's okay for you to be consuming the animal meats that you do. Then you're going to try to throw at me that it's a balance. Well, let me tell you something. A lot of you guys got the word balance misconstrued, and I'm going to help you with that definition real quick. Okay. When we're talking about balance here, okay, a balance means if you've been eating meat for the last 20 years, guess what? That balance is going to be you not eating meat for the next 20 years. See, some of you guys got it twisted. Okay, some of you guys got it really twisted out here, bro, and someone needs to check you on what it is that you're doing. Okay, that's not balance, homeboy. All right, this is why you got to go so hard to really control your life. You got to understand, man, that this stuff is hurting you. Okay, it is holding you back, and you still have this connection. You still have this bond. You still have this contract here with this physical realm, because you're still concerned about an image. You're still concerned about something that's a part of the ego. You're still concerned, bro, about what other people think about you. Okay, instead of living this life out through your highest purity. Okay, and this is the reason why I say what I say, because most of you are trying to inspire to get to that point in your life. But what you don't understand is, you don't understand, man, that this is one obstacle that you're going to have to conquer, bro. Okay, you're going to have to really face it, bro. It's just like everything else. So many things in this world are bad. I have issues too. I'm not sitting up here saying I'm Mr. Perfect, but let me tell you something. Some months and months ago, I was teetering on that border. Okay, when I tell you I was seriously fasting all day and only having one meal a day with no junk food, okay, and only drinking water, I'm telling you, bro, I was there. I know what it feels like. Okay, but I have issues to this day. Sure, you guys want some dirt on me, I'll give you some dirt on me. I have issues to this day, bro. I personally think cheesecake is the devil. I personally think cheesecake is the devil, bro. Cheesecake, bro, has got a hold on me almost like cheese pizza, bro. I was like, every time I go by a cheesecake place, bro, I have to go in there and get me some cheesecake, bro. It's like one of the worst things ever, bro. And I feel so guilty about every single time that I do it. And I know it's small and minute to a lot of you, but I'd rather be eating something like that than something that's seriously going to hurt my vibrations, like eating death. Okay. And this is why I'm so passionate about it, because I just want you guys to understand this is the real out here. This is the real truth. Okay, this is really what's going on out here. And if you keep ignoring this stuff, man, like I said, it's just a matter of time before you're a victim. It's like I see so many of you people walking around here sick, man, because you don't understand that it's what you're putting in your body, things that you're eating. And I understand a lot of us don't have lots of money and this and this and that and this and this and that. Okay, I understand all those things. But the point is, man, if you're not even aware, okay, that this is going on to the point where you can go through and make an educational decision on what it is that you're eating, then it's never going to change. And this is what I want you guys to wake up to. This is why I say fasting is the next best thing in this whole world, bro. There is nothing better than fasting. Why? Because it takes all of the temptations completely out of your life. You got to think about it. If you're walking your highest walk on retention, okay, you're cleaning up that life. There's no leakages, bro. There's nobody pulling on your energy, bro. Okay, you're recreating with your energy that you now have, bro. And then the next hardest thing on your body is the digestive process from eating foods that are unnatural. I told you, the least that your digestive system works, bro, the better off you'll be in the long term, meaning the longer that you live, the younger that you will look. But it's the simple fact that we're eating these foods that activate our digestive system, which pulls from a tremendous amount of energy. This is why we rest. Look at the lion in the jungle, okay? Why? It's the reason why the lion has to sleep all the time, okay? The lion has to sleep all the time because he has to digest meat. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? He actually has the stomach to digest meat. You don't. And you wonder why it takes so much out of your body. You wonder why it takes such a demand on your body, okay? And in the end, it's just going to complicate things even more, okay? Because it's going to leave things in your body that are not going to be able to be digested without the proper techniques of cleansing and detoxing the body. But most of us don't understand on how to do that. And this is why I'm preaching to you guys about fasting. It's the next best thing. Okay. I want you to understand, I've been fasting for a very, very long time. It is one of my number one tools. I never go anywhere without fasting. Okay. And it's the reason why I look so good. It's the reason why I look so healthy. It's the reason why my cheekbones slide through, bro. It's the reason why I got that sharp jawline. It's a reason why I have a flat stomach, bro, with no bloating, with a six-pack. It's a reason why I can walk around here light, happy, and healthy. It's a reason why, bro, I look great, okay? Because I'm natural. I'm not out here trying to be something that's unnatural. I'm not out here putting things in my body, bro, that are unnatural, bro, trying to keep up with these societal norms, okay? Fasting. It repairs your body, bro. Do you guys understand when you stop eating? See, this goes out to all you people who are struggling with weight problems, okay? All you people who are struggling, maybe you got what I like to call that hard rock beer gut from all those years of drinking all that damn beer, from all them years from eating all of that damn nasty fast food, okay? From all that years from eating all that garbage, okay? From all them years of just not taking care of yourself properly, and you got this gut that just will never go away. No matter what you do, you think you're going to go run, you think you're going to go to the sauna, you think you're going to go do Pilates, you're going to think you're going to go do all of these things to help get rid of that gut. And what you don't understand is that is not the way to burn that fat out of your body efficiently, okay, and rapidly. Okay. Matter of fact, that's just causing more stress on your body, bro, because you're training your body at a heavier weight. Okay. So you're putting more stress on your body. What you want to do is learn how to fast. Okay. I told you guys about intermittent fasting. This is the best way to start. Okay. This is for beginners. Anybody can intermittent fast. Okay. And you're going to get a tremendous amount of benefits. I'm talking about this growth hormone, bro, that kicks on when you start to hit this stage called ketosis, when you're not eating, you're not taking in a whole lot to your body, and your body is burning the damn fat cells, bro, okay, for energy, man. It's going in there and it's burning all the fat on your body. This literally supercharges your body, all while, bro, okay, and I mean, this is the truth, bro, all while, bro, repairing the body. Okay, when I tell you this is a huge secret, bro, this is one of the biggest secrets out there. This is how you repair your body. This is how you heal health issues in your body, okay, by doing this thing called fasting. Fasting is super, super important, okay, especially in a world today, okay, because it's going to help you eliminate all those bad things inside your body, okay. What I'm about to play for you guys real quick is I'm about to play for you a couple clips here about fasting. I want you to understand, bro, that this is the real deal. This is the key to your life, bro. Retaining your seed and fasting. These are the two tools, bro, that are going to take you so far in this life, man. Okay. And if you can just build up a solid amount of discipline, bro, you're going to be unstoppable out here, man. Okay. Because you're going to be able to heal the body, bro. Okay. You're going to be able to create that growth hormone, bro. You guys don't have no idea what I'm telling you, man. You're going to be able to repair the body. You're going to be able to have anti-aging like properties happen within the body, bro. Okay. This is how you achieve it, through fasting, man. So check out this video real quick, guys. Listen to this.
You looked at how to look after this hep C. And I was like, oh my God, I can't believe this has come up again in my life, this conversation, years later, and I'm in my 40s now, right? And I got in the car and I just broke down in tears, and I was so sad. Father said to me, you know, what's wrong? And I said, I can't tell you. I'm so distressed. And anyway, I finally told him, I said, listen, I've contracted hep C.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda.
See, you know, that tattoo on my face.
And I just looked at her, I said, Cynthia, you don't have it. There's no way that virus survived those protocols and, you know, breaking the fast and eating as healthily as you have. There's no way the virus has survived. And she's like, oh, okay, well, thanks for making me feel better. She didn't believe me.
He said, look, if you feel like you want to go to the doctor and get a blood test, I support you. But I'm telling you now, I bet you $100 that it's not there. So I made an appointment for the doctor and I went and had some blood tests. And 2.5 weeks later, an email popped up and I opened it. And it's from the Mermaid Medical Centre on the Gold Coast Highway in Queensland, Australia. Dear Cynthia, I'm happy to inform you that your latest pathology results indicate that you have cleared your hep C infection. This means you do not have hepatitis C infection anymore. And I stared at the screen, printed it out, and I walked down to my friend's house, Tyler's house, and I gave him the bit of paper and I said, read that. And he's like, that's $100, thanks, UOB, because you don't have hep C because of all that fasting. And I was just like, this is big. And he goes, this is huge.
Right now, if you go to a medical doctor with high blood pressure or diabetes or autoimmune diseases, you're going to be told that you'll need to be on drugs for the rest of your life. You'll be guaranteed that if you follow proper medical advice, you'll never get well. You'll be sick forever. Because that's the medical management of these conditions has nothing to do with the reasons why the patient gets sick.
The ancient Egyptian physicians never attacked disease, they supported health. They said if you take somebody who's sick and just support all the healthy aspects of that person, then health will come back into being and disease goes by the wayside. And the thing you need to understand is the body uses more energy for digestion than any other function. So all that energy that our body is using 3 times a day for the masses of the population, all of a sudden it's freed up. All this energy that doesn't have to be used. So instead of digesting food, it says, okay, well, let's clean house.
But everybody that's going to undergo fasting wants to make sure, are they a good candidate for fasting? There are many people that this would be very inappropriate. It could be harmful or even deadly. Basic history exam and lab baseline are important. And that's also important because during fasting, the body can generate what are called healing crises, where chronic problems become very acute. And you have to be able to tell the difference between a problem that looks bad but isn't, and that is bad, that is a problem.
Any old injuries that never healed, any deterioration in the body, any acidosis in the body where you have had inflammation for a lot of years and you have a little breakdown of tissue, you're going to be aware where all this is. You can also be aware where your genetic weaknesses are, because wherever you have a weakness, you're going to know it.
People have side effects of water fasting. Oh, I've got a headache. Oh, I've just got like cold chills. Oh, I've got pains in different places. Oh, I just don't have any energy. All kinds of things come up. And it's because they're not following the process. So you can get a skin brush and brush your skin, which moves the lymphatic system. It also opens up the skin. You know, I use this stuff called gua sha, which is an ancient Egyptian technique where they took minerals like bicarbonate of soda, and they actually took distilled alcohol and put the two together. And you scrub the skin, which opens up and cleans out all the acids and waste.
So what you're hearing here, guys, is you're hearing that people are giving you their testimonies, okay, to improving their whole lives with just fasting, okay? These people have went on fasts for weeks and weeks and weeks. And once they break their fast, they're breaking their fast with all natural things, okay? I'm talking about fruits and veggies, okay, breaking their fast, okay? And most of these people that go to these retreats, as you just saw Dr. Robert Morris there, okay, there's another doctor I follow, Dr. Robert Kazar, who talks about the gua sha, okay? What you're seeing is all of these steps, okay, in conjunction with fasting, eliminates any illnesses from the body, okay? You just heard them talk about that the digestive system, okay, the process of digesting your food. And we're talking about eating meat here, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking about meat. We're talking about some of the most heaviest, densest matter that you can put inside of your very, very, delicate, digestive tract and immune system. Okay. And you're forcing your body, okay, every single few hours, bro. Okay. Because most of you guys who are on that regimen have to eat it, okay, religiously. All right. You are causing yourself great harm. Okay. You're backing the body up, preparing the body up to basically manifest disease. Okay. This is the absolute truth, you guys. Okay. And what you're hearing and you're seeing that the power has always been within fasting. The power has always been within the vegetation that grows from nature naturally, the plants, the fruits. Okay. These are the things that heal the body. These are the things that transform the body. Okay. We're at a time now, folks, where we need to wake up. We need to look at the food pyramid, bro. And we need to be like, they lied to us. Okay, because if they hadn't lied to us, we'd be some of the healthiest people in the world. Okay, and unfortunately, we don't even rank nowhere near that. Okay, matter of fact, we're ridden with all sorts of diseases here in America. Okay, and the number one food that they sell to us is the meat. Okay, we just played a video previously before that about how much stuff that we're eating is the meat, because there's not even enough meat out here to supply everybody out here who's serving the meat. Okay, which is why they've recently came out with all these studies on how, processed meat causes the most cancers and why so many people have cancers here. Well, go figure. If we can't even supply all the, the stuff that we need to supply all these restaurants and stuff with their meats, then it's just showing you most likely that we've been eating a mixture of these processed meats, hence why the cancer rates are up so high. Okay. Hence why they were trying to tell us we're overcrowded when we're not overcrowded. We're just consuming too much of a resource, bro, that is hurting us. Okay. We need to go back to being natural. We need to go back to healing the body, bro. Okay. And this is what fasting is going to do.
So detoxification was the traditional justification for fasting, this idea that people were toxic. Well, now we know, well, that was true. And in fact, if you take a fat biopsy of anybody basically on the planet and you analyze it, you'll find there's several hundred different chemicals that tend to accumulate in the bodies of human beings, things like PCB and dioxin and pesticide residues. So the idea is that the body might mobilize and eliminate these materials during fasting.
But the bottom line is detoxification is the golden key to wellness, to revitalization, to rebuilding. Fasting is a part of detoxification, like it or not. It just comes with it.
It's not always pleasant. You can get significant symptoms. I know sometimes it'll taste like something crawled in your mouth and died, and you can get skin rashes and mucus discharges and all kinds of elimination symptoms. But there are symptoms we're used to seeing. We're expecting to see. They're self-limiting. and rarely do they require intervention.
20 days is a long time to go without food. Your digestive system slows down significantly and bowel movements become increasingly rare. So going to see Ela was a really important thing for Sax and I to support the body with elimination.
So I want to stop that real quick because what you see going on here is you see the hydrocolon therapy going on. I told you guys, again, a lot of people didn't want to listen to me. A lot of people thought I was joke, but this is, bro, the body doesn't lie. My pedigree doesn't lie, okay? I'm healthy as hell and I look like it, okay? My body is healthy as hell. I'm strong as hell. I don't need to be all big and buff and eating meats to still be strong. Okay, I can still bench well, who knows, probably close to 300 pounds, bro. And I'm nowhere even near the size that I used to be when I was eating all the meats. Okay, so I know for a fact there's another way. Okay, there's a healthier way. Okay, and you must understand that it's all indicative on about cleaning out the body. Okay, this is why fasting is so important because literally, like I said, it's going to go through and it's going to destroy anything in your body, bro. Okay, it's going to destroy all the bad cells, bro. Okay, it's going to eat up all the bad fat, bro. It's going to make you become very ripped, very toned. Okay, it's very healthy. But one of the other important things that you must do is you must keep your colon clean. You got to understand. Sure, you can eliminate a lot of things in the gut. Okay, you can eliminate a lot of things that are hanging out in those intestines. But you got to understand that most of this stuff, bro, has been happening and taking place in the colon. Okay, and the colon is one of the main places that you need to clean out. Okay, and I recommended years ago. I have a video I'll try to share with you guys again that was on my other channel. Hydrocolon therapy is super important. Okay, enemas are super important. Okay, this is not something that you're going to have to do for the rest of your life. It's something that you're going to have to get used to doing until your body has gotten down to a controllable, manageable weight. Okay. And you're not walking around with all this garbage. You don't have this bloated belly. Okay. Until your stomach becomes flat again. Okay. All of us are supposed to be like this. Okay. But it's unfortunate that all of us have fallen into the traps of society. All of us are eating the food. And as a resource of that, okay, we all become victims of being out of weight or overweight, out of shape, bro. Okay. And having these diseases. So fasting is paramount, guys.
So it's a very gentle procedure whereby we insert slowly some warm water, and then the water brings out naturally any waste, mucus, parasites, anything that's basically in the colon. So this is a colonic machine, and we're letting water in slowly, very slowly and gently. And then as the water builds up in the colon, we are releasing it, and then it brings out poop. We had some worms today, and also some mucus, lots of mucus.
So when you go on a fast, the first thing that happens within a couple days is your body depletes its glycogen stores, its sugar stores, and converts to burning predominantly fat. And in the process of doing that, it sets up a conservation mechanism. So metabolic rate begins to slow, the body begins to adapt, because the brain doesn't know how long you're going to need to be in this deprivation state. And during the fasting state, it preserves your vital tissues and begins to break down tissue in inverse proportion to the need by the body. For example, if you lose 10% of your body weight, you won't necessarily lose 10% of your tumor. Many times the tumor will be completely resolved.
We're painting fat. Ketosis starts to break down the fat, and when every fat cell is reduced through ketosis, it releases stem cells. So these stem cells were called embryonic-like stem cells. So that they're not embryonic stem cells, they're just like embryonic stem cells in the sense that they have what's called pluripotency. Pluripotency means now that this stem cell's floating throughout my circulatory system, it can take the place of any damaged or worn out tissue. Okay, the implications of this, most people cannot understand. The implications of this are phenomenal. This means that anywhere my circulatory system is traveling can be regenerated with stem cells. So, and this starts to happen, you know, within 24 to 48 hours, the stem cells are being produced.
But now, you know, like they'd treated a symptom and not the cause, you know. So, and I thought, fuck, you're right, man, you're right. I said, I'm coming to Bali, because Kate was in Adelaide, and I rang her up and said, make sure the kids have got passports, we're going to Bali.
Yeah. Dr. Herbert M. Shelton was the main one talking about autolysis. When we fast, our body starts to break down all the excess foreign proteins. That's tumors, cysts, little lipomas and growths. That could be skin tags. I see them come all the time. Like women will come with little skin tags and different things, and they literally melt away, and you can't tell they were ever there before. But it literally comes down to the point of like viruses are completely reduced. Anything that's a foreign protein, I believe, based on my experience and based on what science says, that we can eradicate and eliminate all of it.
So anyway, I went over to Bali and did a 21-day fast and did rebirthing and colonics. I remember talking to my mate before I left. I said, no, they're not freaking going near my ass. No one's sticking nothing up my ass ever, you know?
Yeah.
But then I get over there and realise that, well, you know, the surgery had altered me enough that I couldn't go to the toilet every day anyway. But and knowing about toxicity and getting the toxins out to beat the cancer and not develop any more cancer, I sort of I put up the white flag and then I went.
And you realise they're not so bad, these guys.
Yeah, and then you start feeling awesome after you think, God, this is good.
Yeah.
As you guys can hear, everything that I've told you has been true. And it's funny is this video is only a few years old, and I have been saying this exact same thing, bro, for the last 12 years. This is what I've been teaching. This is what I've been preaching. This is what I've been practicing. I've been telling you guys what works. But like I said, so many people are caught up still in the ego. You're holding on to what some people think about you. You're holding on what society is trying to make you look like. All this fake, unattainable stuff that you see on TV, that's just all a psyop for you to lose yourself. Okay? You must understand that we have the power. We've always had the power. You've just needed the motivation. And this is why that celibacy, this is why retaining your sexual life force energy is so damn important, because you're going to have all of the motivation that you need, all right, to be able to continue that fast walk, to be able to rebuild your body. You just heard what he said. Stem cells repair the body. We're talking about getting rid of all sorts of things that you guys are running to the doctor to, being prescribed pharmaceuticals and having them cut up out of you, when you could just go inside and retain, man, and do this naturally. It is 2025, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, the information is here. Okay, it is on you to change your life. There's no one going to come down here and assist you with the things that you need to fix. Okay. This is a time for us to grow. Okay. This is a time for us to grasp the truth, bro. All right. And run with it. All right. So I'm going to show you guys a couple of examples of what foods that these people are breaking their fast with. Okay. So you can start doing this on your own. Okay. I wouldn't recommend you guys right off the bat just go 21 days. Okay, I told you to start with the intermittent fasting. What is the intermittent fasting? Okay, do what I do. I don't need to go the extreme 21 days. Look at my frame. Look how much I've trimmed down. Look how much fat is off of me. Okay, I've already done it, and I did it through intermittent fasting. Okay, I would say the 21 days and stuff like that, that's for an extreme person who really needs to lose the weight. That's for somebody who's extremely, overweight. That's for somebody who needs some drastic weight results, bro. Okay. In that gut line, immediately is when I would start suggesting things like 21 days. For everyone else, it's pretty cut and dry and simple. Okay. You can do what I do. You do the intermittent fasting. Okay. I don't eat. Okay. At least I try not to. Most of the time I don't eat after 7:30, sometimes 8, you know, at the latest, okay, at night. And I don't eat until 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock the next afternoon. Okay. So I'm fasting between 8 at night, 7 at night, 8 at night, okay, until 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And that has given my body the ability, all right, to digest. I can literally be walking around, you know, doing my work, you know, in the afternoon, and I can literally hear my stomach growling. Okay. And people think that that's because you're hungry. No, that's what you've been taught. You've been taught to stick food inside of your body when your body is digesting still stuff that was left over from the night before. And what I've noticed is when I make it past this point where my stomach starts growling, sometimes I could go damn near the whole day. And you can do whatever it is that your body is feeling. You don't, if you want to fast longer, that go by all means, go ahead. Everybody's going to be different. Okay. It's not going to hurt you to go longer. It's only going to benefit you to go longer. Okay. But when you do feel like you really need some food, just break your fast with something that is going to be good for you. Okay. And I'm going to give you a couple examples of that real quick.
Last day, baby. Last day, brother. Smash it. About 6 hours from now, sipping on that juice. I reckon that's the one. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's the one. Oh, Sax, you got to smell this. Absolutely fantastic. Get to him. Where is it? Yeah. Honestly, this is the most fired up I've been in the entire fast. I'm ready to rock and roll, man. There we go. Oh, I just want to bite into it.
Oh, my God.
That's taking everything I have not to bite into that.
Right. Oh, what? Oh, my God. Oh, you can smell the sugar. You can honestly taste it. It just gave me the biggest rush of energy. And now it's gone.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look at that. Let me go.
That's one.
The cold.
Cold enough.
Oh, my God.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers, cuz. Oh, my God. I just want to skull it. Mate, we're fucking done. We're fucking done. Oh, my God. It's like your whole body just lights up. I felt like it was just running, like going down the back of my throat and then just running throughout the whole body.
It's 20 days worth of just thinking about that one glass, one jar of juice.
So there you got it, guys. Okay. Perfect examples of what you need to do to make sure that you are going to be in the best health of your life. Okay. You're already on the right track. You're retaining your seed. Okay. You're transmuting this energy, bro. You got the awareness of the outside world. Your third eye is now open. Okay. You know how to protect yourself. Okay. Now you're understanding this whole time on what it is that heals the body. So let me get this straight. You see what they're eating to heal the body. Show me where the meat is. Somebody please show me where the fried chicken, because this is all y'all are eating. Ain't none of y'all eating like that. Ain't none of y'all got a juicer. Ain't none of y'all eating healthy stuff for your body. All of you are out there eating these things. They're going to put you in a situation, bro, where you might not even be able to get to the level that these guys are at. Okay. You might not make it. You might end up catching some. You might end up going to the hospital and never getting out, like I told you. Okay. This is why it's so important. This is why you should be fasting. This is why you should be putting down the meats, because you saw no meats in the recipe of healing, but yet that's all you want to eat. And you still have not drawn the conclusion on what is the culprit, okay, in this situation in your life, okay? It has always been the meat, all right? It is not healthy for you. It's supposed to be eaten in moderation. It's supposed to be a luxury survival type of food. It's not supposed to be something that you're consuming every single day, but yet our society has done one thing and one thing only. When you get in your car tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, when you drive to your local city, I challenge you to pay very close attention, be in the moment, look left and right as you're driving down your city and see all of the food places that they have set up traps for you to consume. And you wonder why that all these people end up in the same predicament. Everybody ends up sick. Everybody ends up overweight. Everybody ends up with the disease. Okay. Because it's what you're putting inside your body. I told you they can't hurt you unless you voluntarily put something in your body. Okay. It's the food. Okay. If it's not the food, it's the jabs. Okay. We already know this. All right. So try to be aware of letting anything go inside of your body that is unnatural. If I could think about something that's so pure, and if you got something in it that tainted it, it would ruin it. I'm trying to think of a good analogy. Okay. It's very hard to find a good analogy of something so pure that if you mix it with anything, it will completely throw off the chemistry. Okay. This is essentially you. Okay. By putting harmful stuff like meat inside of a body, bro, that is only designed to eat things like fruits and vegetables. Okay. Things that doesn't take a tremendous amount of energy to digest, hence that costs you life. That's why meat is a survival food, because you eat it to survive even though it's killing you. Okay. The fruits and vegetables are things that you're supposed to be eating to prolong your life. So many of you want to look good, so many of you want to anti-age, but you don't want to look in the mirror and really say, I've been doing this for 30, 40, 50, some of you are old as hell. Okay. Been eating the same diet, bro, for your entire life, and you know that you are not in the most healthiest of the shape. Okay. You know you're not happy of what you see in the mirror, but yet you continue to go on every single day, continually still eating the same stuff that is giving you nothing but problems. And yet we're here with the truth, with the fasting, how to rebuild your body. There should be no excuse for anybody out there to not get yourself together. You don't need to go out and hire anyone to help you with your health. You don't need to go seek a doctor. Okay. There was nothing there that a doctor needed to tell you. Okay. There was no pharmaceuticals involved. There's no sticking my finger up your behind. There's no making you piss in a cup. There's no drawing your blood. There's no putting you under extreme amount of radiation to get some x-rays and pictures of the body. Okay. We have chosen to keep this system going. We have chosen not to go back to nature. This whole time, all we had to do was go back to nature. Okay. Go back to the long walks, walking barefoot in the grass. Okay. Don't be eating animals. Be the leaders, be the shepherds, be the protectors of the animals. Okay. Eat the natural fruits would have been proven to heal the body. Eat the vegetables would have been proven to help heal the body. Okay. Meat has been proven to destroy the body. Okay. But it shows you on what frequency we reside in as people, because this is what our decisions. Okay. This is the decisions that we are making. All right. We're continuing to still walk and fall for the traps. I told you in 2025, there's not going to be no more excuses anymore. Okay. We've talked about everything here on what it is that you need to do to become your best version in life, bro. Okay. And fasting is definitely one of them.
Been to before. It's the people here, the variety, the stories that these people have, the hardships and the pain that a lot of these people have gone through, and it also just makes you feel so much love towards everyone that's here, because everyone's here to heal, and everyone wants to be better. We've got 6 days left here, and we're going to soak up every last second of it.
My mouth is full of saliva. Oh, man. It's so soft. Moist. 40 days. 40 days. Fucking done. Yes.
Right one. Let me read the name.
So there it is, guys. All the proof that you need. Okay. All the proof that you need. And I want you guys to take in consideration of one thing. I want you to take in consideration, you can see this people's aura. You can see these people's vibration right through the video. Am I lying? Am I lying? And then you're going to sit up here and try to tell me that you can't identify people like this all around you in a modern day, can tell their frequencies off. You can tell. Okay. Just by what you're eating. I told you the meat makes you aggressive. The meat messes with your emotions because you're getting full of the hormones of the dying animal. Okay. You're transmuting all of that negative energy into your temple. Okay. And it affects your auric field. But as you can see, these gentlemen here, I don't even know these guys. And I can tell you right now, those guys are 100% trustable. Okay. Those are not evil people. Those are not people that are going to trade you in for money. Those are the people that are putting in the work, that have made the journey, bro, and were successful. Okay. And the number one point that I really want to push is most of these people also waited until they got sick to go there. And this is why I do what I do. This is why I warn you guys, okay, before you have to be one of these people who have to seek one of these retreats to go through. And it's not even 100% fact that you might even find the help that you need, okay? But what you can truly see is you can truly see the vibration of everybody at that retreat. You can see the vibration of everybody who is gone back to nature. Okay. People who are not lost, people who are going to live long and healthy lives. All right. And this is what we're here to do. Okay. This is what my channel is set up for. I'm bringing the awareness to you. I am also practicing these things in the modern day. Okay. And giving you my feedback. All right. And I 100% back every single thing that these people have been saying, because I had went on this journey many years ago, and I have learned all these things that you have just seen before you on these video clips. Okay. So this is the importance of fasting. This is the importance, bro, of understanding that you need to stop watching the TV, because the TV is telling you to eat these things. The TV does nothing but push these things in the commercials. Okay. Every commercial that you see, it's about coming to get a meat burger, come and eat a hot dog, come and eat some pork. Okay. All of these things, bro, that are in fact anti-life. Okay. Because you're not going to live a very happy, long and healthy life by ingesting these types of energies. Okay. And this is the awareness that I want to bring to you guys. So that's all I really wanted to tell you guys for tonight. I wanted to go into a little bit deeper, but the video's gone a little bit longer than I expected it to. Okay. I just want you guys to understand that this is real out here. Okay. And why you need to be taking care of your health in 2025. Why it's so extremely important. Things are so expensive. Healthcare is so expensive. Okay. I told you guys, you're going to be running the risk of coming in that system, getting on those pharmaceuticals and causing yourself further damage later on in your life. Okay. It's a time for us to be getting our health right. It's a time for us to be eating as little as possible. Okay. Everything in the stores is poisonous. Okay. I challenge you guys to do this as well. Go down to any of your local stores, go down to any of your local gas stations. Okay. And really look on how many things are not good for you. Everything in a package is not good for you. Okay. And think about the majority of the stores in packaging. Okay. The majority of the store has some kind of fungicide, herbicides, okay, sprayed on top of it, insecticides and sprayed on top of it. Okay. You are going to have to seek out farmers markets. You're going to have to seek out local farmers. Okay. You are going to have to be on top of your game when it comes to this season, so you are able to take in these nutrients that the body so desperately needs. Okay. Some of us has never even gotten a piece of clean, pure fruits and vegetables, bro. Okay. That are going to benefit our body. Most of us have been eating the processed foods majority of our lives. Many of us are deficient. Many of us are on that cusp, bro, of catching one of these diseases. All right. And it's important for you to go out here and take control of your life. Okay. Because if you don't, you're going to be driven into the same category as everybody else that's out here on the autopilot zombie mode. Okay. You're going to fall into the system. You're going to become sick. You're going to end up one of these people laying up on that bed, all right, and having something removed out of you that should have had no business coming out of you in the first place if your awareness was on point. So that's all I really wanted to tell you guys. You guys stay smart. You stay sharp. I'm reading a couple of these comments, bro, and I'm going to get up out of here. Jim, what's happening with your boss, man? How you doing tonight, bro? Good to see you up in here, Jim. Dylan, my man in the building. Dylan, how you doing tonight, bro? Good to see you up in here, my man. My man Jose in the building. How you doing tonight, Jose? I appreciate the love, bro. Appreciate the love. Vel Plays, my man, was in the building. Appreciate you for stopping in, Vel, bro. Jay Speaks in the building. What's happening with you, brother? Good to see you, man. You look happy and healthy, bro. That's how I like to see it, bro. High vibrational, smiling, man. Doing everything right, man. Appreciate the vibes, Jay. Caleb in the building says, the king, what's happening with you, bro? We doing good up in here, man. We're up here doing our thing. We're up here vibing high. We're up here sharing energy, bro. We up here speaking the truth, bro, that you're not going to get nowhere else. Everywhere else, you're going to get people that sold out. Okay. This is why I told you, man, I told you how social media works. You got to understand how social media works, bro. Okay. All the big channels are sold out, bro. All the people are getting all the views. Most of them have sold out, bro. I'm not saying all of them. There might be a couple, 1 or 2% out there that just made it through. 99% of the people that are up there that they promote the videos to you, okay, have sold out. Okay. This is why they all talk about the same thing. This is why they all do all the same symbolism. This is why they have all the same rituals. Okay. I can point out any top channel if you want me. Send me any top channel you want to me, and I will show you exactly how it is that they don't sold out. Okay. Because they all have to do the exact same thing. I've been on YouTube for how long, fellas? 16, 17 years. I think you can trust me. I don't know anybody else has been on YouTube as long as me, bro. I'm a real YouTube OG. So when I tell you I've seen everything and how these people move and how these people act, now you wonder why they don't let my channel grow, bro, because I know too much. Okay. I tell the truth, bro. I have not sold out. I've had plenty of times where they've wanted me to sell out. Okay. And I never did, bro. I never have. Okay. My mission on this earth is here, bro, is to awake as many people as we can, bro. Save as many souls as we can, bro. Okay. Help as many people as we can, bro. Try to change the frequency down here, bro. Try to help people live their happy and best lives. That is my mission, bro. And this is why I'm on this journey by myself. This is why I'm solo. This is why the Most High put me in a solitude. This is why my life, okay, turned out the way it is, okay, because somebody had to do it. And I want you guys to continue to be smart out there and do not become victims. That's fact, bro. He says everyone's mind is under attack. Mental illness has never been higher, bro. Yes, it is, bro. There's tons of people out there, bro. Okay. This is why it's scary. That's why I say retain your seed, bro. Okay. It's unfortunately that you have to think, man. You as men, you really have to think, bro. People, innocence get taken away from every day in a place like this. Okay. And some of the first people to get their innocence taken away from them was the women, bro. And these are some of the people that we're jumping in these relationships with. Okay. This is why it's important, bro. You got to be careful, man, out here, bro. Okay. There shouldn't be nothing else that you should be doing with your time out here, bro, other than working on yourself. You're trying to become this ultimate best version, bro. You have so much on your plate. You have so much you need to be training for. You have so much that you need to be preparing for, bro. You have so much hyperbolic time chamber training that you need to do, bro, that you shouldn't have time out here for 5 minutes of fun. Okay. Women are fun, bro. Okay. And unfortunately, in 2025, all this stuff that's going on around here, there's not a whole lot of fun that you should be having. You should be taking things serious, bro. Okay. And then once you've built yourself up, when you put up enough discipline, all right, when you've learned enough, bro, okay, you can go out and have yourself some fun. But that's all it is, should it ever be. It's just fun. Okay. Don't allow it to be a distraction. Okay. Don't allow it to hold you back, bro. Okay. Because I'm telling you, man, it's people out here, bro, that don't have their brain working for themselves in 2025, bro, are going to be straight victims. Steven, what's happening with you, bro? Appreciate you for being up in here, my man. Good to see you up in here tonight, bro. Talk, man. How you doing, man? He says, I've been reading raw manga from Japan. Okay, what's that, bro? He said, I just had me some blueberries, some bananas, some ginger, some turmeric, and apple smoothie. Bro, that sounds amazing, bro. Whoo, I can't even front, bro. As a matter of fact, man, that's one of the recipes that I'm actually about to have myself. I'm about to start making me some juice, bro. Okay, some healing juice. All right. And I suggest that you guys make yourself some too, man. Okay, I'm about to have me some celery, some apple, some parsley, some lemon, and some ginger juice, bro. Okay, I'm really, like I said, I've been doing all sorts of stuff, man. I've been staying up on my health, bro. I always do, man. I will never slip on that, bro. Okay, I'm gonna let people just gonna have to continue to be mad at me and thinking that I'm cocky or something because I feel good about myself because I look good. And this is what so many people out here are doing. They're trying their damnedest to look good. They're putting on outfits, they're working out, but what they don't understand is they're doing all this other stuff that is not going to have even close to the significance of a true fast and a true detox of your body. We're talking about stem cells here, people. Okay. We're talking about anti-aging properties. We're talking about healing thy body. We're talking about rejuvenation. Okay. We're talking about major changes. Okay. And not just little minute ones that you're getting with all this physical work that you truly don't really need to overexert yourself in. You just need to get the discipline in your life. You need to block off the outside world. You need to cut off leaking your energy to people who are not worthy or who are not worthy. Okay. You need to focus your energy on yourself. Maintain a solid frame. Clean out your body, bro. Okay. And get your health back. And that's all I wanted to share with you guys for tonight, man. Like I said, I appreciate everybody that came up in here tonight. Your boy's about to dip. I hope you guys take this message seriously, bro. All right. Let it resonate, bro. All right. Do something about it, man. Okay. Do something about it, bro. Take care of your health, man. And I will talk to you guys on the next one. I love you guys, man. You guys be safe. Have a good weekend, man. And I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Peace, my guys.
What a wonderful day! I have rid the world of an affliction to the human race. And with this, I am another step closer to becoming its savior.
You are now listening to B-Town Beats. B-Town Beats.
The Shaved Lion King got me on semen retention. For real, for real.
The Shaved Lion King is one hell of a retainer. For real, for real.
Wowzers!
You are now listening to B-Town Beats.
You are so lovely and elegant. You can do anything you set your mind to.
Oh, thanks, Shakeweight.
You are a go-getter. You are strong and confident. How about a quick workout?
A workout? What, right now?
Just a quickie. You can do it.
I don't really like working out in public.
Come on. You can do it. That's it. Good. Keep it up. Feel the burn. Harder. Faster. You are amazing. Switch arms.